In this video, I'm going to talk about this 3D printer by Easythreed. First of all, I'm going to do the unboxing, then I'm going to do creating an item, so we're going to do a 3D print, and then I'm going to show you how to use it. So if that's what you're looking for, you're in the right place, so stick around. Okay, so unboxing the Easythreed 3D printer X2 in blue. Let's get it open. Alright, let's just put the knife away so we don't have to worry about that. There's the instructions, put that to the side. Oh, there's lots of pieces of bits to do in here. Okay, there's a USB and a screwdriver, also screws. Okay, let's put that down there. Oh, chunky USB cable. It must be the power. Okay, there's the LPA, PLA even. 3D pen filament. Over there. Ooh. Okay, plastic thing. Another plastic thing. Yeah, I don't know exactly what I'm looking at here. Let's take that out. Ooh. Okay. Take it out without damaging it. It's very well secured in. Let's put that back and then I can lift it out like that. Yep. Like that. Put that down. Take out the power. And that is everything. So put those back in, get rid of the box. And then this is a blue one. Oh, actually, sorry, green. It says blue on the box, but it's green. Okay, not to worry. It looks blue on the camera. I can see that, but it's actually green. And there we go. That's all the pieces unboxed. That's everything you see here, and that's the unboxing. Okay, so the build process of the printer. Got the instructions here. X2 3D printer by Easythreed. And okay, so we've got all the bits there. So let's open that bag up. And they're over there in the pile. We know where they are. Okay, so first of all, install the XZ axis set to the printer base. Put the Z-axis motor wire through this hole. Right, okay. Let's move that out of the way. Base. So that's that, isn't it? That goes that way. Does it go in there? Am I facing the right way? I think maybe not. Ah, there we go. Simple as that. And that plugs. Right, so this one goes through there. Pull it tight. There we go. Okay, first stage complete. Mount it in the inserting slot of the build platform. Okay, yeah, done that. After insert XZ axis, fix XZ axis to the build platform with 2 screws. These 2 screws. Out of the way. So connect the Z-axis motor wire to the black wire of the printer box shown in the figure below. Oh, right. This one. Install the filament holder as below. Filament holder. There's that there, and that. Insert the filament holder into the screws, like that. Find which way around it is. Like that. And then that goes like that. Is that the right way? Yes, it is the right way, as you can see in the picture. And hang the filament on the holder, but it doesn't have a coil on it, so I don't know how that works, whether it should be just like that. Put the filament material through the Teflon hose. Right, okay, see that? Do that away. That's it. And that's it. Build complete. Okay, so now you've seen the unboxing and you've seen how it's used and you've seen the little vase being made. So that vase was included in the with the box. It comes with on the SD card, which you use to put on the USB stick. I found it easier to use a adapter, SD adapter to plug it in. It was a lot easier for me to do it that way because I can just unplug it and then put it straight into the unit. But yeah, you can use that. It's absolutely fine. Doesn't make any difference whatsoever. It was just easier for me. Now, so when I was doing the builds, have a look at those ones in a minute. So this is the Vars that's included in the 3D printer. It's a pretty good build. There's a couple of little imperfections on it, but otherwise it's a cool little vase. You probably can't use it for much. You can put a small flower in there. I went to do another print and I thought I was printing something else because the names are weird and I couldn't remember which one I did. I ended up building another vase. But you know, well, I've got two little vases now. I haven't taken off the base off that one yet, so it's still there. Anyway, so I got two little vases. I mean, they're fine. Yeah, they've got the same imperfections on them. Yes, they have. Yeah, it's got exactly the same imperfections. It's very strange. Maybe it's not the printer. Maybe it is the actual build itself. It's interesting you should come to that point actually, because when I created my own, I went to a site called Tinkercad, and you can. It's like a paint, 3D paint, and you just put your item in there, and you make it into a 3D item. Now I tried to do my logo, my LTR logo, and it was sort of okay. It came out okay, but to sand it afterwards, I mean, there's a few little lines in there. Gaps in the letters and on the side, on the outside of it. I'm not sure if that's something to do with the design process, like I was saying on the vases, possibly. But on this particular one, it's a shame because I got a Dremel and I wanted to sand it down a little bit, and I completely ruined it. It just mangled it completely, which is a shame because that's really nice. It's like a big coaster, and the back of it, the base of it, it didn't work very well on the base. So that's a work in progress. I've got to try that again, perhaps. I did try it again on a smaller scale, much smaller, and that came out okay. It's got the same gaps on the letters and on the side, but that looks okay. But the back of it is a little bit, it's not smooth like I'd expect it to be. Again, I'm gonna have to try it again and see what it's like. Now when you set the, oh no, I'll tell you that in a minute because it'll be easier that way. I think probably the best build I've done, or second best build I've done, is a Pokemon Squirtle. This is probably the biggest thing that it can do, and that's pretty big. That's the biggest build that it can do. When you finish it, it's got lots of stability lines to keep it up because you've got gaps in between. Yeah, it's a little bit rough in places. It doesn't stand up very well, but it's a cool build. I like it. And then I tried another one. Well, the helmet's a bit wonky. I tried a little figure. He's Lightning from Big Trouble in Little China. And that one, I accidentally took his legs off when I put it. There's a few little bits in there. I think I just need to get like a sharp sanding tool, and I'll be able to make that look a little bit prettier. But that doesn't stand up at all. You've got no hope in standing that up. So in the future, when you're building this one, you need to build it on a base so it can stand up on that. Note to self, make it with base. All right, so let's just get these things out of the way. Let's put those over there so you can see them if you want to. There we go. Right, so when you're making the build on the laptop, let's move over to the laptop, and this is the 3D models, and so you click on 3D models and you click on the massive models library, which is great. Yes, it is a massive models library. You've got the STLs and you've got the G codes. Your G code you can download straight away and put it straight onto your TF card or SD card, and then carry straight on with your printing. The STL models need to be sliced, the G code, like it says. So well, yeah, what else you can do? You can have a look at the library, but there's no search option, which is a shame. You can do lots, there's loads and loads of different ones that you can have a look at, but there's no search option, which is such a shame, because I want to be able to search for, I don't know, you know, like a gun or whatever. But you can't search for that. It's there. You press that. That doesn't search for it. That just brings up, that downloads it. You can't search for any specific items, which is such a shame. But anyway, don't want to do that. So what we can do is open this one. And so we've got the SDL here. So let's copy files to clipboard, yep. And then we open up 3D prints and then paste it into 3D prints. Okay, so that's the SDL copied into 3D prints. Now we minimize that and then we open Easyware, which is that one there. This is all included in the SD card. So you open that up, go up here, select English, and then X2, well, if you are English, and then select the X2 or X3, X4, whatever one you're using. Mine's the X2, so that is the one I'm using. Oh, I think the X4 looks like it's just a bit bigger. It's interesting. So mine's the X2 anyway, and I'm using PLA. So we go up here and then go to download, and we're in 3D prints. What did I just do? I did Han Solo's Blaster. It's the STL, so we open that one. See, it's all red, so that's massive, so it's not going to print. So we need to click on it, and we go to scale. We go to reset. That doesn't do anything, so we go to max, and that maximizes it, so it's gone blue now. It's all ready to rock and roll. So that's the max our print can do. You can rotate it if you want to, you can move it, you can scale it as well, you can change the size of it down if you want to. And if you do like that, then you see red, it goes red, and we can't do that. So we go to max. I mean, if you want it the biggest possible, that's what I did with the Pokemon Squirtle. That was on max, and it took quite a long time. And actually, while I'm on the subject, when you do this, it tells you how long it takes, but it's not quite right. I'll show you in a second. So once you've done that, you press this button up here and you go to one key and then go to fast, and then it searches and slices it for you. And then over here, look, it says it's going to take 2 hours and 6 minutes, and it's going to use 5.6 meters of PLA. Now I'm not sure about the 5.6, so that's probably correct, but the 2 hours and 6 minutes is lies. So when I did the Squirtle, it said it was going to take 4.5 hours or something, but it actually took more like 9, which is crazy, which was a little bit annoying though, because I set it to do it in the evening, but it was doing it all night throughout the night, and I had to get up in the middle of the night and turn it off because there's no auto off, which is a shame. But it's only an entry-level 3D printer, so I wouldn't expect it to have things like that. But to reduce the time hours, you can, so let's quit that, and then click on it again. Nope, press that one, then click on it again. Quit slice. Click on it again, and then we just change the size of it. So we can go down to that one, so it's a little bit smaller. Then we do one key. So we've gone down to 45 minutes now. So I'm guessing that's probably going to take about 1.5 hours to do. When I did the small LTR logo, that took about 1.5 hours or so. So it's not too bad. If you do it smaller, it does shave off a lot of time. So then you just save to SD card, take the SD card out, put it in the unit, and then you're ready to rock and roll. Now it's important to note that when you start doing the print, you've got to make sure that this is level. Absolutely make sure it's level, because otherwise it will just go scrape across it and it won't print properly. And also you've got to make sure that you've got the PLA threaded through and it's heated up enough and it's ready to rock at a higher level, don't do it down below, because I made a dent. It's made a hole in my base platform because I set it, when it was at a lower place, I set it to feed it through, and it got hot and it's gone straight into it. So it's almost ruined it. I mean, and it's, yeah. So anyway, you can replace these anyway. These are quite cheap to get on the website, so you can do that. But all in all, I think that this is a really good printer. I cannot see anything because I haven't got my glasses on. This is a good 3D printer. It's a good one to start off with, and if you're just learning, or for kids, it's a really good way to start off with. Make sure you get some more print, PLA, and then start experimenting. Get some different colours. This is lasting for ages. Look, I printed all this. That used a lot of print, a lot of PLA, and there's absolutely billions of meters left on there. There's miles on there, so that's going to last ages. Obviously, the white stuff that you get with it didn't last very long at all. They did do another print, but didn't complete it, which is a shame. So that's it. That's my little video on this 3D printer. I really like it. I will recommend it. It's great for entry level, or if you're just learning, or if you're a kid and you just want something to play with, then it's brilliant for that. And then different kind of websites, you can go to other websites that will also, you can download different types. There's loads on, there's obviously that Tinkercad, which you can create your own. And there is Thingiverse as well. I had to look on the internet. Thingiverse is brilliant. It's got billions and billions and billions of different types on there. You just want to make sure that you make the right size, download in STL, so then you can convert it into G-code. Then you're ready to rock and roll. You can print whatever you like, and tools and stuff as well. The world is your oyster. So anyway, okay, that is my video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks for staying to the end if you're still here, and I'll see you later. Bye.